Saturday afternoon, I thought, why not come up with something controversial and talk about a quick story about us and our journey so far. I got some red wine, red light in the bag, and let's talk about why I spent the last 5 years every single day and every single night together with my wife. Klaudia, you might have seen her somewhere on Twitter or any other platform. Been building businesses, or our main business right now, together ever since. And I'm going to cover a bunch of whys in this video. That's not going to be a video about email or SMS marketing, even though maybe a little bit about cold outreach, because I tried to slide in her DMs on Facebook over 5 years ago. I've been married for almost 5 years. This summer it's going to be 5 years, so that was quite funny story, because I met her late father first. We were doing back then, before any e-commerce game for me, it was solar, renewable energy. That's the field that I was in together with my older brother, and we ended up working together with her dad. And she came to visit him, met my family, or my mom first before we met each other. And I tried to slide in her DMs, and she ignored me hardcore for a few weeks until we finally met in 2018 in California, and when I came back from Europe. But that's not the why. The whys are a few. So a little background about my story, my family story, for example. When it comes to relationships, I've seen so many horrible relationships in my life, and I started taking notes probably from the time I was 6 or 7. I've gone through a lot of struggles, a lot of family problems, of course, but divorces, a lot of mentally abusing people, physically abusing people. Just in general, the environment I was growing up in was quite different from what I'm surrounding myself now. Grew up with a lot of there was a lot of homeless people, a lot of fights, a lot of kids that had no parents, or their parents were alcoholics. And we were in the middle of this little town in Poland where we had pretty good money. We had multiple stores, we had wholesale before my parents lost it all, and including real estate. But we had our own apartment in the center of the city, but around us was a lot of poverty. And I've seen all of these horrible relationships. My parents got divorced as well when I was, I think, 12 or 13, and I totally hated it, because I had to make a decision if I want to be with my mom, who decided to stay in the United States, or my dad, who left Poland and ended up in Germany. And I just start taking notes. Like, this is exactly how I not want my relationship to go. And yes, it is quite controversial that we spent the last 5 years together every single day, every single night, because everyone is constantly telling us, or was in the beginning, that it's never going to work. Like, forget about it. You have to give yourself freedom, and you have to stay some time apart. And quite honestly, most of this advice came from people that have horrible relationship, or no relationship anymore at all. And I decided not to take it to heart at all, and just basically focus on our relationship, how we want to live it. So it was a mutual decision. No one is forced to do that. If I need my freedom for 20 hours, I disappear. Now we have a bigger space here. We have a 2-story house, but back when we were living in a single apartment where there was no freedom, I was just able to escape, go to the gym, do my thing, or whatever I wanted, hiking, if I needed to. But there was not many situations like this where we needed to do that, or I needed to do that. We always knew that we want to go all in and build something together. That means we said no to a lot of opportunities that might have been beneficial for both of us. And that was how I was doing the decision. So if, for example, I had a situation or an opportunity to join a Go partner 50-50 with, actually it was 51-49, maybe another reason why I didn't go there. But the reason why they had 2% more, or my friends and partners, is because they were supposed to invest multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars into an equipment. And I was just supposed to run the company and, of course, get my share of the pie. But I knew that this will result in me being away from home for a long time throughout the year. Obviously, I would have to travel a lot, be face-to-face with clients, and all kinds of things. And I said no. There's no even doubt about it. We also had opportunities to continue with family businesses. Same for Klaudia. Her background is in New York, so her family is still on the East Coast, and they're doing, a lot of her family members are doing well, okay, pretty okay, let's say, as well. But we said no to everything because we knew that we want to build something together, and from scratch. That's why we risked it all. When this was the first apartment, when we were making no money at all, we were broke as a joke, and we decided to just get our own place, even if it's tiny, small. We want to have something for our own, and it took us probably a year to get a bed frame. We had a mattress from Costco, but we didn't have a bed frame. We just had these boxes and put a mattress on them. I don't remember which one, but Costco mattresses are pretty good quality for on a budget, if you're on a budget. But got a table, couch, small TV. We still have it upstairs, and that was it. We knew we want to do it together and go all in on it. I still get to hear it a lot that being together all the time, it's not going to work for a relationship, and I can see some reasons why, but to be quite honest, from what I've observed, this advice again is coming mostly from people that are just not in a happy relationship, and you can see it from far. And what do we do with one habit that we picked up as a couple? And whenever we see an older couple, and where we live in Palm Desert or Palm Springs, Coachella Valley area, there's a lot of older couples, and we always ask them, when we see a happy couple, we always ask them, what's the solution? What's the reason? What's the reason why they're still together, so happy, still holding hands, and still smiling at each other, still being so cheerful about each other's presence? And we always find out. And funny enough, everyone tells a different thing. No one so far, I don't remember anyone telling us, hey, you gotta stay apart for weeks or months or whatever, because that's going to make your relationship stronger. I don't think so. I don't believe it. I don't subscribe to that. If you are married or if you're in a relationship with your best friend, and then I feel naturally you want to be around your best friend. I had one main friend, best friend in my childhood, and we were together every single day until almost every single day, of course. From the moment I was born, because he was born a few months earlier, whenever I arrived in the house, we're neighbors, next door neighbors, so we were all already together. And the main reason why we separated was because I had to leave because of the financial problems my parents had, and we had to pretty much maybe it could be an escape because we had to leave the country. And starting with my parents, my late dad left first, then my mom, and then I had to join them. But it didn't work out for them anyway. So ended up being spread apart throughout Poland, United States, Germany for many years. And so my wife, I don't know if I covered it the way you expected that I would cover it, but it's pretty fascinating to me that we are still able to enjoy each other's presence every single day, and we look forward to every single day together. And it came with a lot of struggle, obviously, when you're starting a business. We quit our jobs probably way too early, but this was also a different story because we had to organize a funeral, actually 2 funerals, so we kind of were pushed to leave our day jobs, and somehow we figured it out until now. So I'm pretty excited about the future. If we went through all this struggle over the last few years, and this just made our relationship stronger, we're still able to just be excited about every day. And as a matter of fact, as soon as I finish this glass of wine, we are going to drop off our 4-legged friend Freddie at his grandma, my mom, and go to Mammoth for some snowboarding adventures next week, or starting tomorrow. I'm going to stay there for a few days, and looking forward to hearing your opinion on building with your partner, building with maybe your husband, wife, if that evolved into that. Because for us it was pretty quick. We decided to get married when Klaudia went back to Poland to pack her stuff. And during her trip, we saw before that we met maybe 2-3 times, and we already knew that's it. It's going to happen, and we went all into a relationship. We said no to any other opportunities, and here we are. So looking forward to hearing your opinion on that, and have a great and blessed weekend.